President Trump, following his summit with President Putin, is facing scrutiny over appearing to side with Putin. Tomorrow at dawn, he's set to meet Ukrainian President Zelensky as European leaders gather in Washington amidst this tense atmosphere. The plan is to surround the summit and apply significant pressure to ensure that President Trump does not demand concessions solely from Ukraine. Reporting from Washington, Kang.
President Trump will hold a bilateral meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House early tomorrow morning, Korean time. This meeting comes as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky faces a tense encounter following President Trump's recent comments about achieving significant progress with Russian President Vladimir Putin. A so-called Korean-style resolution is reportedly being considered, in which Ukraine would cede certain territory in exchange for concrete security guarantees provided by the United States. Since common ground was established in discussions with Putin, there is a possibility that President Trump may pressure President Zelensky to make territorial concessions. Notably, President Zelensky met President Trump alone at the White House last February and had to leave the meeting hastily under considerable pressure. This time, significant European leaders, including the EU Commission President alongside the heads of state from Germany, France and Italy, are gathering at the White House.
Since the beginning of Russia's brutal invasion, Europe has been at Ukraine's side, united, and we will support you for as long as it takes, for just and lasting peace.
1 hour after the Trump-Zelensky bilateral meeting, the presidents are scheduled to meet European leaders for a formal dinner in the White House main building. The European leaders aim to act as a crucial balancing force, applying strategic psychological pressure to prevent President Trump from pushing the negotiations entirely unilaterally. However, some warn that the outcome of the talks could potentially threaten the foundational strength of the transatlantic alliance connecting the United States and Europe. There is growing attention on how Trump's unconventional mediation diplomacy will impact the global order. From Washington, Kang, MBN News.